Ever wondered how Thor, the god of thunder, evolved from Norse mythology to a Marvel superhero? Well, let's journey back to the ancient times of the Norse where the saga of Thor begins. Born to the Allfather Odin and Earth goddess Fjörgyn, Thor was an impressive figure from the start. His fiery red hair, commanding presence and immense strength set him apart, making him a favorite among the gods and humans alike. In the pantheon of Norse mythology, Thor held a significant role as a protector. He was the defender of Asgard, the celestial home of the gods, and Midgard, the realm of humans. His duty was to maintain the balance and order of the cosmos, a task he accomplished with dedication and valor. But what's a god without adversaries? Thor's primary enemies were the giants, the chaotic forces of nature that threatened the stability of the cosmos. His most notable battles were against the likes of the serpent Jormungandr and the frost giant Thrym. These epic confrontations were more than just battles, they were metaphoric struggles between order and chaos, good and evil. Now let's talk about Thor's trusty sidekick, his hammer Mjolnir. But Mjolnir was no ordinary hammer. Forged by the dwarves Brokkr and Sindri, it was an embodiment of Thor's strength and the symbol of his protection. When hurled, it never missed its target, and always returned to Thor's hand. It could level mountains and shatter the sturdiest of defenses. In the hands of Thor, Mjolnir was a force to be reckoned with. And thus, the mighty Thor with his hammer Mjolnir came to symbolize strength and protection in Norse mythology. He was a god who fought relentlessly against the forces of chaos, safeguarding the realms he was entrusted to protect. But the tale of Thor doesn't end here. As we'll soon discover, his legacy continues to evolve, finding new life in the pages of Marvel Comics. Now let's jump a few centuries forward to 1962, when Thor made his first appearance in Marvel Comics. Picture this: the world of comic books is about to be struck by a lightning bolt of creativity. The stage is set in Journey into Mystery issue 83, where Marvel introduces a new face, a superhero unlike any other, Thor, the god of thunder. Adapting a deity from ancient Norse mythology into a comic book character was no easy task for Marvel's creative team. They had to strike a balance between maintaining Thor's mythological roots and crafting an engaging, relatable superhero for a modern audience. In the Marvel universe, Thor is the son of Odin, just as in Norse mythology. However, a significant twist was added. Thor was banished to Earth, or Midgard as the Norse would call it, by his father. Here he lived as a partially amnesiac human, Dr. Donald Blake, who would transform into Thor when he held his enchanted cane aloft and struck it against the ground, much like the legendary hammer Mjolnir. Speaking of Mjolnir, the hammer was a constant from mythology to Marvel, retaining its status as Thor's primary weapon. But Marvel added another layer to it. Only those who were worthy could lift Mjolnir, a test that many characters in the Marvel universe would attempt, with varying degrees of success. Over the years, Thor's character evolved within the comic series. He grew from a hot-headed, battle-hungry god into a wise and just ruler of Asgard, reflecting his development from youthful impulsiveness to mature leadership. His relationships with other characters also deepened, notably his bond with his mischievous brother Loki and his love interest, Jane Foster. Marvel's Thor retained the core essence of the Norse deity: his strength, bravery, and his role as a protector, while adding layers of complexity and humanity to his character. This fusion of ancient mythology and modern storytelling resonated with readers, and Thor quickly became a staple in the Marvel universe. And so, Thor transitioned from ancient mythology to modern pop culture, becoming a beloved superhero in Marvel's comic universe. Thor is not just about the hammer. He possesses incredible powers and iconic artifacts that make him the god of thunder. His superhuman strength is legendary, even among gods. He can lift mountains, wrestle with giants, and his blows can shatter entire planets. His endurance is equally impressive, able to withstand blows that would obliterate mortals. His longevity is beyond human comprehension, for he ages at a glacial pace, marking centuries as humans mark years. But his physical prowess is just the beginning. Thor controls the weather, commanding the thunder and lightning that define him. He can summon storms, call down lightning, and create tornadoes with a mere thought. This power extends to his control over all aspects of the weather, making him a force of nature in the truest sense. And let's not forget his iconic artifacts. Mjolnir, his hammer, is more than a weapon. It's a symbol of Thor's power and authority. Forged by dwarves, it can level mountains, return to Thor's hand after being thrown, and only the worthy can lift it. It's a conduit for Thor's weather manipulation, allowing him to channel his powers with devastating precision. Then there's the Belt of Strength, which doubles Thor's already formidable strength when worn. A gift from his father, Odin, it's a testament to Thor's position as Asgard's champion. Beyond his powers and artifacts, Thor has the ability to travel between dimensions. This power, known as the All-Speak, allows him to communicate with all races and creatures, no matter their language or form. With such formidable powers and iconic artifacts, it's no wonder Thor is one of the most powerful beings in both mythology and Marvel Universe. Thor's influence doesn't end with comic books and movies. He has left an indelible mark on popular culture. The God of Thunder's impact reverberates across various fields, from literature to music and even fashion. In literature, authors have drawn inspiration from Thor's tales, incorporating elements of his mythology into their narratives. His character has been reimagined countless times, allowing readers to experience Thor's adventures anew, from battling giants in Norse legends to facing off against formidable foes in superhero sagas. Music too has felt the thunderous impact of Thor. Many artists, particularly in the rock and metal genres, have paid homage to Thor through their lyrics and album art. His raw power, courage, and indomitable spirit resonate with these music styles, injecting a dose of mythical energy into the tracks. Then there's fashion. Thor's iconic look, the winged helmet, red cape, and of course his mighty hammer Mjolnir has inspired countless cosplay outfits and merchandise. His image graces t-shirts, hoodies, and accessories, making him a style icon in his own right. His influence even extends to high fashion, where designers have incorporated elements of his look into their collections. Beyond these areas, Thor has become a cultural symbol, representing strength, heroism, and resilience. He's frequently referenced in pop culture, from casual conversations to academic discourses, and even in sports, where athletes often invoke his name to symbolize their strength and determination. However, Thor's portrayal hasn't been without controversy. Some argue that the Marvel interpretation dilutes the original Norse mythology, while others believe it brings these ancient tales to a wider audience. There are debates about his character design, the changes in his powers, and even his gender representation. Yet these conversations only further highlight Thor's relevance and enduring popularity. Whether it's in a comic book panel or a blockbuster movie, Thor continues to captivate audiences with his thunderous charm. His influence is far-reaching, testament to the enduring appeal of this god of thunder. From the pages of ancient sagas to the pulse of modern culture, Thor's presence is indeed as potent as a thunderbolt. As we wrap up our journey of Thor's evolution from a Norse deity to a comic book superhero, it's clear that Thor resonates with us in many ways. We began our exploration in the mystical realms of Norse mythology, where Thor, the son of Odin, wielded his mighty hammer Mjolnir. As the god of thunder and lightning, he was revered for his mighty strength and his heroic battles against giants. His tales were passed down through generations, shaping the narrative of this legendary figure. Then we journeyed to the modern era, where Thor was reimagined by Marvel Comics. His character transitioned from ancient texts to the vibrant pages of comic books, becoming a pop culture icon. Marvel's Thor captured our imaginations, bringing the god of thunder to life in a whole new way. His evolution continued from the comic books to the big screen, where he became a household name in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We delved into the powers and artifacts that define Thor. More than just a hammer-wielding deity, Thor's control over lightning, his superhuman strength, and his legendary artifacts like Mjolnir and the Belt of Strength showcased the breadth of his abilities. These elements have become synonymous with Thor, enhancing his character and his impact. Finally, we considered Thor's influence on popular culture. Beyond the comics and movies, Thor's presence is felt in literature, music, fashion, and sports. Controversies and debates surrounding his portrayal have sparked conversations, further cementing his place in our collective consciousness. In essence, Thor's journey from a Norse god to a Marvel superhero is a testament to the enduring power of mythology and storytelling. His transition from ancient texts to modern media reflects our fascination with heroes and their epic tales. It encapsulates our love for adventure, our admiration for strength, and our desire for justice. Remember to share your favorite Thor moment in the comments below. Until next time, may your days be as mighty as Thor's strikes. Stay legendary.